Good morning, everybody. We're back. We are back, and we're back on the bike. Did have a day yesterday where I was feeling pretty unwell, still feeling pretty unwell, and yeah, just not sure what it is yet. Same kind of feelings that I had last night and this morning are still here, but I've got to keep this exercise up. I hope everyone's good. Welcome to everyone watching. Hope you're having a good Thursday or a Wednesday night, depending on where you're watching from. We are, let's go have a look. Here we are. We're doing some crazy stuff today. This is 29 minutes of insane downhill action mountain biking. Look at that, whoa, tunnel, like bridges, and looks like it's early morning. All the mist is over those mountains. Woo! So, what's everybody up to today? And we got news this morning, while I was reading the news on my phone, that it looks like Melbourne will be in a restrictive state until Christmas. So it seems like a long time, but if you think about it, we're halfway through August already. So it's September, October, November, December. That's 4 months of more restrictions. I think we're all kind of getting used to it these days. I think it's not a massive thing for me because we're so used to being in this, and luckily for me as well, the work that we do, you could do from anywhere. I could do it from here, I could do it from the office, I could do it from the missus' parents' place in Mornington. I could be anywhere, and luckily the rest of the team as well can do that. Wow, my legs are killing me today. So yeah, let's enjoy this scenic mountain biking experience. Well, there's some people being added into the mix. Oh, different. That's cool. Some jumps. So this is a enduro racer down Whistler's hardest trails, Windmasters in Whistler, which is quite cool. And obviously, every time that I utilize one of these or get inspired by one of these videos that are found on YouTube, I always put the link into the description so you can find, if you're interested more about the video. This is pretty cool. Look at that. That's an amazing little bike bridge. So yeah, make sure you chat away in the comments, but it does look like Melbourne is going to be in a restrictive state until Christmas. So there's a lot of industries that are very affected: retail, cleaning, hospitality, tourism, all that stuff, and it's a massive toll on the economy. But it seems as well, I was just looking on the news this morning too, that America is starting to go, oh, hang on a second, we should start doing restrictions. Good morning, Mr. Scott Davies. We should start doing restrictions, and they're looking at how Melbourne and New Zealand have gone about it and how it seems to be working, and our numbers are way down compared to them. But I think now that that virus has spread throughout almost all of America, it's going to be very hard to kind of try and contain it. It's already out there. There's nothing to contain. So very, very scary. And we hear every day we've got 20 deaths yesterday, 21 in Melbourne. But they've got thousands. And I just don't know how they're getting away with it, to be honest. And here's poor Daniel Andrews, well, I think he is, in my own opinion, doing his best job he can. And people want him to resign because he got the hotel quarantine bungled. I mean, he can try and put people in wherever he can and try and make it as efficient as possible and get things done as quickly as possible, but you're not going to make the right decision on every decision. We're human after all, and I think he's done a good job otherwise. Now, the latency on this, I was telling you the last time, 2 days ago, that I wanted to improve on the latency between me broadcasting this up to YouTube and you actually getting this on YouTube. So apparently, I just did a couple of tests before I went live, that normal latency is about 15 seconds. And the reason for this is my trivia nights. I want to make sure that the questions I'm putting up on screen are in a similar amount of time that you actually access those questions on the phone, where you actually input the answer. And it looks to be a 6-second latency now, which is much better than 15. So trivia this Sunday should be very good. I have had to bypass the Matrix trivia. That'll be likely The week after, maybe with Scott Davies. But this week it's going to be electric skateboard trivia, because we're going to be having one of the guys from the UK on the live stream. I'm putting that up today, so it should be a lot of fun. If you know who I'm talking about, I'll give you a couple of hints, a little bit of trivia hints. He's recently just got himself a job with Evolve Skateboards in the UK. He's been in the Evolve /DIY/tramper/everything community for quite a while now. He's well known. He loves the fact he's got a missus that loves doing one-wheeling and skateboarding and stuff like that as well. So we'll see what happens. Scotty, I like the Matrix but don't know anything about it. Well, that's probably a good thing if you're going to be on, Scotty, because then you don't have to be answering the questions. You can just tag along with us and learn. It's going to be good. Maybe even put some of those questions together with us. Whoa, these guys are doing some cool jumps. So yeah, 6 second delay now. Good morning, Mr. Check 2000. I wanted to find out, Milan, too, that what was it, 10-15 seconds of fame on Channel 7 the other day. Did you get inquiries? Did people call up? Did they want to get their dogs kennelled if their dogs are driving them mad at home? Happens to us sometimes too. But Milan, who's Check 2000, he was lucky to have a spot on Channel 7 morning news or morning program, giving his business a bit of a boost. And even though it's, I don't think it's open at the moment, it would be great to have that exposure and have that in people's minds the next time they go away or they need their dogs looked after or groomed. So yeah, hopefully it went really well for you, mate. Wow, I'm really struggling today. It must be because I'm sick. 128 beats per minute. Active kilojoules 233. I'm up at 300 kilojoules so far for the total. But I'd love to be able to do this stuff one day, this bike riding, this mountain biking, this downhill action. So cool. Whoa, jumping, and it's like being on a roller coaster, except there's no coaster. It's like roller biking, or I don't know. It's not even rolling because you're bouncing off everything, and you can easily hit one of those. Whoa. God, you got to keep your wits about you, don't you? Woo! So yeah, I was half a day yesterday. I just spent lying around trying to feel better, jumping back and forward to the bathroom. No one wants to hear that kind of stuff, but that's what it was. And the other half was doing work. I was just working away, getting things done with the boys. We had a good day yesterday, very successful day. The guys are just stepping up, doing great. And we're really coming together more as a team. I would have thought that being apart would have actually separated us a bit more, but it's actually brought us more together. We understand each other's situations. Some of us have got family, some of us are in apartments, some of us are jumping around apartments, trying to find your own place in the world, and everyone's just really supportive, and it's really nice. Like, we catch up every morning, see how everyone's doing, talk about what we have to achieve. There's been, obviously during this COVID stuff, there's been some interesting approvals that have come through, such as, click and collect programs, web pages. Now that I think people are starting to see that restrictions aren't going to change until Christmas, they're saying, well, I need to do something about this if I'm going to spend the next 4.5 months trying to run a business or trying to do something right, then I better get my butt into it. So yeah, we'll likely send out an email at the end of this week to all our clients, just letting know, hey, this is what everyone's predicting, the government's predicting. Make sure you've got a business that's working well. And yeah, it's amazing. There's all these lots of little things that are happening in our business, and it's interesting. Like, even some of our clients are willing to and have agreed to like retainer structures to make sure that we dedicate a certain amount of hours or days or weeks to them to lock in that time so we can actually spend time on their stuff. So very advantageous, very lucky, very privileged to be able to be in that position where I know a lot of people aren't, and it's great. But on the other side of it too, you've got to remember, running a business, you can't make sure you put all your eggs in one basket, because if that basket breaks, what are you going to do? You need to go and find that much work out there somehow. So that's my job. It's my job to make sure that we're not investing too much in, obviously, one client, that those clients feel appreciative. They understand that we're running a business, that we have to, keep lean at this point in time. But for us, there's a lot of great talent out there now. Designers, coders, strategists, all that stuff that we're quite lucky. And we obviously pay great for great work and great talent. Look at this guy. It's like, no, it's not hard enough. I'm just going to wheelie it all the way down. Wow, they're going fast. I think he's still on one wheel at the front there. So we've been going now for about 15 minutes, and hope everyone's either enjoying their coffee or their bike ride. But yeah, I like talking about business, even if it's by myself for now. But yeah, ask me any questions. If it is about business, about YouTube, about skateboards, about scooters. Whoa, that was a good burnout. I have also filmed and edited and uploaded the new Mirth scooter, which is the Mirth S, and I was pretty impressed with it, to be honest. I found some time a couple of days ago to get that done. Edited last night. I'm replying to YouTube comments. Good work, Scotty, you got to do that. Your videos are popping. I noticed your first worldwide exclusive wave video yesterday. I think it's up at 35,000 views, so that's got to feel good. And most of the wave videos that you're doing, you're hitting around the 16, 17k view range, which is amazing. It's really catapulted you, which is awesome. It's what everybody needs, is that moment in YouTube where you put something out and people respond favorably. You might even notice too, Scotty, that YouTube might start recommending your content. I was watching, I can't remember the guy's name, but he analyzes all the top YouTubers, all their keywords, how they do things, their time, the video upload period, when it gets uploaded, what they talk about, how they set their video expectation, how they put a hook or a carrot at the start of the video to make sure you watch the whole thing. So it's interesting stuff, and I've started to apply a bunch of that stuff too to this Mirth scooter video, which will be out Friday night, 10 p.m. on YouTube, 24 hours beforehand on Storyfire, so it'll be up tonight. But it is also with Mirth. They wanted to have a look at the video before it goes out to the public, which is fine. There are some things in there that are great, there are some things that aren't that great, but again, I'm not creating content for businesses, I'm creating content for users, and that's why I love the separation between what I do with business, which is the things you have to do for clients, and with YouTube, it's things I want to do for you and for myself. So it's a creative outlet that nobody kind of tells you how or what you should be doing, but in this case, you want to be respectful of obviously a business, and they've put a lot of effort into these scooters, so they're charging to ensure everyone gets. Oh, I'm sweaty. I've got drips going down my eyes. This is fantastic. What am I at? 126. So yeah, that's what's been happening. And then next week there's a very cool abandoned house on Tuesday that'll be up on YouTube, found in the middle of nowhere. Whoa, these guys. Found in the middle of nowhere, and it was an insane little place, very strange study area, very overgrown, massive house. So yeah, plenty of stuff going, and all these abandoned building videos that I'm putting out there are all videos that were shot way before COVID and haven't actually been out exploring. Toddy, who's my, I guess we could call him, I don't know, my Urbix partner. Yeah, a lot of people think that we're a good duo. I've seen in the comments. We're itching. We've got so many places we want to go, and obviously these places aren't going anywhere. There's not a lot of construction going on at the moment, or destruction for that matter. So yeah, these videos I'm uploading have either been, you'll notice, like I'll be in shorts or a t-shirt or something, so you'll notice that it's quite warm. The one that I uploaded, I think it was 2 weeks ago, which was the warehouse. That was back in like February. It was one of the hottest days too. You might see or hear that I'm like, oh geez, you came prepared, because he had a bottle of, I think it must have been Passion Pop or something. Because it was hot. And as soon as we got back to the car, we were like, drinking lots and lots of fluid. So it's good to have a bank of those things ever you need it, where you can't get out, or you're unwell and you can't get out there, or work's gone mental. Passion Pop, not Passion Pop. Passiona, that's the one. Thanks, Scotty. So that was really good. See, I said that only recently, and Scotty was actually able to write back to me very quickly as well. So 6-second latency now, other than 15-second. So I just want to see how long it takes. So Scotty, let's do something here. Let's do a test. So I want you just to put a J. When I say, just type J and press enter into the comments, and then we'll see how long it takes for me to see that J pop up. All right, so here we go. It's just a J, nothing else. Make it super simple so you can write a content, write a comment. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 seconds. There you go. Much better. So that just means if I put up those questions for say 20 seconds, then we should be almost in line with what the questions are when we go live with trivia. So that should be much better for everyone that was thinking about how we can do that. So yeah, that's awesome. Where are we at? 20 minutes. I'm 2/3 of the way there. No, I don't want you, Siri. Whoa, I am sweating it up. Oh, I can't even take my hat off. Hang on. Oh, wow. Oh, it feels good though. Luckily this morning I haven't had a shower yet. Sometimes I will, when it's cold, have a shower before I get on the bike. And yeah, that's an interesting thing, I know. But you just need to warm up sometimes, especially when you're in this garage. Get these muscles warmed up. So you kind of don't have to do as much of a warm up before you get on the bike. Yeah, I don't know where everyone is today. I can see Czech and Scotty are in. Probably Danny and Emma are probably driving, I'd say, to the gym, or they might be up to something else. But we did have some subscribers. We got 15 now. So I'm happy about that. We'll just see what's going on. And yeah, we've got a really good video on today too. I'm enjoying this. Oh, they're stopping. Not sure what they're saying there. I think they just want to have a break. Those wheels are pretty thick there, aren't they? I love how much padding they've got for their heads there. Those helmets look like they do quite well. But no knee pads, no elbow pads there. I guess when you come off a bike, it's a bit different than coming off a board. I didn't get a notification this morning. It came in way later. Oh, I noticed that too. I was sitting here at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon yesterday for the live stream that I put up the day before. So YouTube must be in a bit of a mess. But I might, I don't know, get a Facebook page going and I can put it up in there. People get more notified that way. I can always multi-stream it to Facebook and YouTube at the same time. Why not? Get some more people coming through. Wow. I'm feeling so unwell. I think that's why I'm sweating quite a lot too. But it's good to try and sweat out the illness, whatever it might be. I do have my thoughts on what it might be. We did try a new Tempranillo, which is like a red wine, last night and the night before. And each morning after that, I felt really unwell. So it could be just off, I don't know. But yeah, we changed up our dinners. Everything's fine. So hopefully, yeah, maybe what I'll do is tonight is just not have that tonight. Maybe I'll just sip on a bit of whiskey and watch a bit of Bachelorette or Bachelor, whatever it is now that the missus is watching. It's fun though. If you do have some time to watch The Bachelor, the amount of comments that come out of both my wife and my mouth about these girls or the guy, or what you'd be like in that situation, or how would you handle that, or what would you come in looking like, and it's it's interesting. it's escapism. It kind of lets you forget about what's going on in the world. Just focus in on people trying to find their man and get married and all that other exciting stuff, I guess. Oh, bunny hopping. That's cool. Oh. So, today, what is happening today? Well, I'm in here. I'm in the garage all day. I'll be working away on hopefully finalising a video for a council here in Melbourne, talking about those bike lanes and bike paths, making it more safer and connected through council areas. It's a little bit interesting how I want to do one of those. I've got some inspiration on doing like using Google Maps and putting all these maps together, and I've done all that. Got a huge high quality 20,000 by 20,000 pixel map of Melbourne, just the CBD areas. And the idea is then I'll insert some clouds, some planes, some helicopters, some birds, all that kind of stuff to make it look as if it's like a live view, and all 3D and all that stuff, so it should be quite cool. And then I want to then place on top of it the existing bike paths, and they could be on the road or dedicated bike lanes or bike paths, and then show what their plan is to connect in between these councils the bike paths to make it more safer, more reliable for everybody. So it's going to be interesting how I do it, and I've got some ideas. I just want to make sure it doesn't look like pixelated or old school or amateurish. So today is about getting all that together. I've already got the narration done by the same woman who does the Village Gold Class narration. Her name is Denise. So we've organised that, paid that, and that should be through. Should be able to check my inbox today and make it all like that. And then there'll be music, different types of music. Like when we talk about what the problem is, it'll all be kind of, I don't know, like low-key kind of music. And then as soon as the solution comes in, the beat pumps and tries and gets their heads nodding in the meeting. One thing is that this may go out on social media and things like that, but it's more likely that this will only be seen by council members or decision makers within our parliament. So it's quite nice to know that your content's going to be seen by some bigwigs, but whether or not it's seen by masses, I'm not quite sure yet. So yeah, using the editing skills and storyboarding, sketches, all that kind of stuff, narration, storylines, all that I've learnt through the last 4 or 5 years doing YouTube to make money. And it's good money. This editing stuff's great. And Danny's just about to do that too. He's working on remote producing for live streaming. You think about it, 5 years ago that would not have been a thing at all. And it's great to see that people are looking at new ways to make money, or new ways to not just make money, but have a interesting, successful, profitable life. How did they find you to do this gig? Good question. They already were an existing client for us creating websites for some of their aquatic centres, their festivals, lots of different stuff. It's interesting, once you get a council, they all talk to each other. So we've done 15, maybe 20 councils around Australia. As soon as you're on their books, as soon as you sign their agreements and you've produced an invoice, you're in their sanctum. So the second that someone's like, oh, I need a website done, there's obviously a listing of approved businesses or suppliers that they go to first. And they called us up. We had just sent out an email talking about how important it is to stay relevant. And they're like, oh, we got your email. Luckily you sent that, because we were just looking at the same time for someone to create some video content. I'm like, yeah, we do that. So it was great. So yeah, that seems to happen quite a fair bit now, and we get asked to do a fair bit of content. Even, Check 2000 there, he saw what I was doing on YouTube and was like, oh, would you be willing to do some editing and filming for us? I'm like, sure, why not? And it was great, because I learned so much about their business. I learnt about their how they do their things, how they set it up. It was cool. We went back and forward on a bunch of edits, and it was a nice experience anyway. I think it says 28 minutes. That'd be about right. So yeah, work can come from anywhere. Just make sure that you're putting yourself out there, willing to look at any opportunity, and make sure you take those on that you think are going to be good for you, good for them, and good for your bank account. I want you to make me an intro. I can do that, Scotty. Not a problem. Yeah, I'm really happy with my latest intro. I think that's going to stick around for a while. I just have to work on my outro, which I'm currently not using. I tried and it zooms out and it's meant to do some cool stuff, but I'm not happy with it, so I'm not doing it at the moment. But it does really set the scene. It shows people, hey, this is what I do, and I have to start doing some more tech stuff. I'm doing like a bag review soon, which is the Alt bag. I've had that for a long time. Doing the Fatland 3D gloves. I want to do as well Big Sur. First month of using that. Now that Google file streaming or Drive Stream is now working, which is great. Yeah, lots to do. Just need to find the time. And luckily at the moment, I can't find the time because we're so busy with work. So it's nice. Where are we at? 29 something, 27. So yeah, I hope everybody has a great day today. And yeah, let me know, Scott, if you do want me to do one for you at no cost, obviously. It'd be my pleasure. And we can work out what the main points are that you want to have across in your intro. For me, for instance, it was getting my name, shortening it to JB. I think most people call me that I've met anyway. And understanding what my YouTube channel covers, the 4 main parts anyway. Yeah, cool. All right. There goes 30 minutes. And I appreciate you both watching. 9 minutes, 10 average watch time. We did have 6 people in. Come and go. So let's get the hell out of here. Go have a shower, start the day right. I might even go for a tramper ride today for exercise. All right, guys. Catch you soon. Bye.